everybody, welcome back to another This. We're talking about being 21 today, and with me, who is someone who hasn't been 21 for a long time, it's Josh.
Hey,
it's
I've been
Sheep.
21 for like 5 years now, please.
That's true.
Please.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
And I've been 21 for a week. From tomorrow,
And
when
how
we're
do you,
recording this.
How do you feel?
I feel okay.
Cool. Do you feel any different?
I do not.
That is always the answer.
Everything's
Very
the same
good.
size.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, we're going to talk about being 21 and what changes in our birthday. That'll be great. It'll be a great little chill podcast for your ears.
Yeah. And but apparently what happens to Will when he's 21 is that cartoon characters join his Instagram live stream feeds.
This is very true. This
That
is
was a
something that
weird
happened
thing
last night.
Yeah, that was a weird thing that happened. 3 of the characters, I think it was only 3,
Yes.
from Disenchantment, the new Matt Groening cartoon on Netflix, they just seem to join in, but only one at a time, looking for each other.
Yeah.
So it's probably the same person. And then one of them was like talking to one of our friends, like DMing her, which is weird and a little bit creepy.
It's very strange.
But he was the demon, so you'd imagine that would be
demon.
the creepy one.
It's their job.
Yeah, what a weird thing.
What a strange thing. Like, I was like, this will be a good little, like, I asked for some questions. We'll go through some questions. Be a nice little chill. What? And it was just like a string of whats. Because I was very confused.
It was real weird. They seemed to be called as well, like official something or other, but they weren't. They weren't like verified or anything. So who the hell knows who those people or that person actually was?
And the strangest thing is, I haven't mentioned that show anywhere, and nor would I or have I watched that. Like, why me?
Yeah, you haven't watched it, have you?
No.
And you
I
won't.
haven't mentioned it on a social thing. Yeah. It's very strange.
How weird. When you asked for questions, did you like hashtag something that they may have? Okay.
No.
Weird. What a thing.
Very peculiar. But if you want to be less creepy than that, yeah, go on over to @TheDoctorOfWho on Instagram, and every now and then I do a live stream, and you'll know about it probably 2 hours beforehand.
Yeah, usually you do like one a week.
Yeah, I do my best.
Pretty good.
And it's fun, and everyone just sits and has fun. I assume they're sitting. I don't know, particularly, because they're not there.
Yeah. But no, they're good. Very good. I would jump in if I had better internet. I've been talking to my roommate about getting better internet, and we should definitely do that at some point. Wow, I just looked over at the left of my desk, and there are 6, like, bread rolls covered in icing and and hundreds and thousands. I'd totally forgotten that I bought those today when I went grocery shopping.
Oh
Man,
my...
I'm gonna smash those for dinner.
God
very
damn
good.
it. Zara!
Will's 21st, everybody.
My 21st, everybody. What an intro. What an intro. We're not talking news because nothing's happened in the 30 minutes between us recording last week's podcast. But but the enthusiasm you're hearing... Oh, hang on. Let's slow down. Let's slow down the words. Let's go 1 per second and everything will be fine. No, not 1 per second. God, what a slow world we live in. But the enthusiasm you're hearing right now is apparently what I had all night on my 21st birthday. Is the one takeaway I feel like from the whole event is that Will has never been this excited in his life.
Why do you say apparently?
Well, that's what I've heard.
Okay. So you don't pick up on your own excitement, or you don't remember much of your birthday?
It's a weird thing, because it's definitely not because I was drunk, because I wasn't. Despite the fact I definitely should have been. I've been told repeatedly by multiple people that I should have felt terrible in the morning. Because I had like 8 ciders, 2 beers, like 3 glasses of wine. I sculled a champagne glass. Like, that's enough, right?
Yeah, and like if you turn 21 the day after your party, you should feel bad.
Yeah.
Because like otherwise you're not 21.
That's correct.
If you don't wake up drunk, or you're not Josh and you don't drink.
Admittedly, though, I woke up next to a man, so at least I must have made some bad decisions during the night.
that would have been pretty rough.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Interesting.
Don't turn away yet, homophobes.
Morning.
We will make that make sense in a bit. But if you're a homophobe, it's your own choice. But
they can leave.
they can. It's very true, actually. Yeah, I'm not gonna muck about. Go away. Go play Strange Brigade or something. I don't know.
Yeah, just love everyone. Come on.
Not that that's like what homophobes play.
If you're homophobic,
go play
why you
Strange
jumped to that
Brigade.
game. I was gonna let that go.
It's because it's in front of me. I could have just as easily have said, "Go and watch Black Panther's Quest." These are the things we were just talking about.
Yeah, do that.
Go watch that. Everyone should see. Hang on, let's talk about my birthday party.
Yes.
So basically, it was at a over-the-top place that I don't think a 21st has ever been held in. And I'm sure that the people that run the place were terrified of the idea of a 21st being held in it. Should we just put that out there? Because it was a very expensive place, and a 21st was held in it.
Absolutely. They very much don't know you.
No. You were fearful.
Yeah, or at all the kinds of people that you would be inviting.
Yeah.
I feel like every single person there was just such a lovely human being.
Lovely and responsible are two different things. Two of the people that were also sleeping in the same room as us, I mean, responsible they are and lovely.
Yep.
But they also had the most alcohol in the room. But good on them for that.
Yeah. No, they did fine. They were fine. We were looking after them. At least it wasn't a room of people that were just completely wasted and irresponsible.
No, they were all very smart people that were in that room. But, yes, it was at a very expensive place in the city. I'm not going to do a shout-out because, I don't need to. But it's very good. And you can see where it is on my Instagram stories if you jump on over to @TheDoctorRefu on Instagram.
Indeed. It was an amazing venue. My goodness.
Look, screw it. It was at Hubert's. But I didn't want to say Hubert's because I feel like it's said differently. I feel like it can't possibly be called Hubert's.
Yeah, I don't know. But it was two flights of stairs underground.
Yeah.
Like from street level.
It's so, like... I've been in there so many times, and that's still the best part. It's the colours on Quiet Man part of the whole.
Listen to our last podcast for that reference.
Yeah, if you want to know about. But yeah, it's 2 levels under the ground of Sydney, and occasionally you think about that, and you're like, "This is insane."
It's so cool. It's so cool. I feel like it was like. Yeah. It was dug out for like a train station or something, and they're like, "Nah, let's just make it a restaurant."
Well, no, you know what? The interesting, and it was originally what it is, which is a theater. Which is where my room that the party was held in was a theater, so it was even more over the top. But it was originally a theater, and then it was only that really, and then the whole place, it was a Chinese restaurant outside, and the Chinese restaurant just used that as like a storage room. And then eventually that Chinese restaurant got shut down, probably because it was unhygienic and disgusting. And the owner of the restaurant right now went, "Oh, this is insane." Like, they just stumbled into this room and were like, "All right, let's fix this up and make a restaurant out of it."
Nice. Yes.
So it seems incredibly old, but it's not. It's like 10 years old.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sorry to break the illusion.
Do you mean just Hubert's, or you mean the entire establishment? Like the entire...
The establishment, like the existence of that whole place is 10 years old, and it didn't look like that 10 years ago.
Wow.
It was a warehouse for a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, right. Far out.
Yeah. Pretty crazy.
Cool, yeah, because it looks really old school. It looks like it's been there for 50 years.
It was such a cool... Like, seeing everyone in it made it. Like, I was like, this will be cool. And then seeing everyone there, all dressed nicely, it was like, okay, this is cool. Yeah.
It was a little bit fancy. Everyone was in suits and stuff. It was very nice.
It was. But for a while I've been planning this thing. Like, I was like, oh, it's gonna be this. The original was, it's gonna open with dances, and we're all gonna sing "Come Alive" from my least favorite film of this year, The Greatest Showman. That went away very quickly.
Oh, good.
Because that's a dumb idea.
You had a number of musical numbers on there. You were going to sing "City of Stars."
I was. That was still going to happen.
Oh man,
it was
great.
still on the thing, and then I just went, nah, it's fine. Enough happened. It went in a completely different direction from how formal that all sounded.
Yes.
But yeah, I've had like a rundown for a very long time. I didn't look at that rundown once the entire night, but I hit everything. I was very happy. I hit every goal.
Yeah. The only thing you didn't do was, well, there were two things. You forgot Pooh Bear.
I did forget Pooh Bear, and that hurt me immensely.
Which you mentioned in the video as being like, oh yeah, Pooh Bear's already there.
Yeah.
And then he wasn't. Disappointing. I was horrified. Mortally horrified. I'm surprised I stayed. And we brought a guitar all the way from your house to play a Letters theme, and then didn't.
We didn't. It was at the point, we'll get there, but it was at the point in the night where it was like, let's just roll through this.
Yeah, let's just finish up because my goodness, everyone was tired.
Oh yes, but they still danced. There was a lot of dancing.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, basically it was a late show. It was a talk show birthday party.
Yeah. Craig Ferguson style.
What it was. Yeah.
Very
Which
good.
is, it's very aware of what we are doing and how bad it is.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But it was pretty good.
Yeah. No, I thought it went very well. It opened with an episode of Arrested Development that Will made.
Yep.
Brilliant.
Which people loved.
Yeah.
Which was really cool.
It was very well made. Traveled all the way down here to film some stuff with me, which was great.
Yep.
And then, filmed a bunch with your friends and your parents. Your parents did so well. That was
such a good bit.
So cute.
I don't think it got mentioned enough that their bit is so funny because it's them.
Yeah,
it's just them being them.
Dad
all
just
these
being
videos
like, can we get ladies dancing?
Yeah.
That was good.
All these videos are online, and I think I'll link them in this. It's on a secret playlist, but you can watch them all online.
Cool.
So you can enjoy those people.
I've been wondering, can you, because I don't think you've put this one up, can you put up the what have we learnt on the show tonight? Because I don't think you put that in the playlist.
It's because it was part of the same video of my life montage.
It's at the end of that.
It's just tacked on at the end of that. So keep watching on that video.
That's right, because it's the last 12 seconds. I remember. I scroll to the last 12 seconds, and then watch from there.
And there it is.
And there's a good little thing.
A good little thing. But yes, it was a great night. Interviewed yourself and Zara, who people who are listening probably know who they are.
Yes.
And a few of my mates. Interviewed Peter Burns, who's the man behind the Good Game Pockets and the first half of Screenplay and a lot of other things. He's a genius man.
What a beautiful, beautiful man.
Beautiful man. It was all madness and crazy, and it was exactly what I didn't know I was going to do.
Mm-hmm. Which is what you thought you were going to do.
Yeah. There was no plan. There was so much planning involved, but there was none at the same time.
Yeah. Yes. So you made like 8 different videos, right? Or 6?
I did.
6 videos or 8 videos or something?
Yep. The Arrested Development one, as we mentioned, it's been...
You're nuts.
What? Oh god, that was terrifying. I thought you were dying.
I'm sorry.
I was like, Josh has never done a clever voice like that before.
I've never been clever. Like... What is this?
I made sure to say the word voice. But I made 6 or 7 or 8 videos, whatever number you said before. And the Arrested Development one, that was months in the making. By months, I mean month. And so that one was done, I'd say 5 days before the event. Which sounds bad, but it's better than the other ones, because I did 4 of them on the Thursday, and then I think I finished like 2 more on the Friday before the thing happening on the Saturday.
What?
The Craig Ferguson opening montage was done like Thursday morning. I just did that in like 4 hours.
Shivers. That's like one of my favorite ones as well. I've watched that so many times. It's so good.
It's weird how good it works.
Guys, go check it out. It's so good.
And that was accomplished by, from my computer, casting a chroma key image to my television and then just filming my head in front of that.
That is so good. I've told people about that and shown people that video. It's genius.
It's so much fun. And it's like, I've spoken, I don't know if I've spoken on the podcast before, but I've always wanted to do a talk show with people, like basically what I did in the eve of my party. And I'm just like, maybe I'll just use that. I don't think I need to make anything else.
Yeah.
Apart from the copyright, it's a pretty good video.
Very good.
But yeah, it was a great night. Lots of laughs, a lot of drinks. And it was really strange. I don't think I've ever had a party with all the facets of my life in one room. Like, having both mum's and dad's side all of them as well, almost all of them in the same room was pretty big. But then having the different eras of Friends, season 1 through to 19, and then like work colleagues as well. It was really cool seeing them all, and like seeing them all talk to each other. It was absolutely the Infinity War of my life.
It was shivers. Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool way to look at it.
It totally was that.
Didn't even think of that. That's sick.
I didn't either. I just said it.
Very good.
Yeah, it was so strange. It was great because I know a lot of friends that want to be in the industry, and there's some, as I said, some awesome industry people that were there, and I'm sure they enjoyed mingling with them and hearing all about the industry. And yeah, it's just very cool. It's very cool. What did you do for your birthday? I'm sure. No, please talk about how good my birthday was. Sorry.
Okay. Oh yeah, I was just gonna say I loved my potentially accidental placement by your mum just between all of these people.
Yeah.
That like I've watched on TV and stuff for so long. It was amazing. It was so good. So I was like a little bit excited, but I avoided asking for selfies and stuff because I'm like, just be cool. Yeah. Just be cool.
You're in photos with them. It's
they're here
fine.
to enjoy it. Am I?
Yeah. I'll send you one.
What? Oh, that's exciting. I didn't know that. All right.
Yeah. No, you are. I mean, you're sitting next to him. It's going to happen. Yeah, no. I had. It was great.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I remember the photo now. Very good.
Okay. There we go.
I forgot that was taken. Josh's memory is very bad. We are discovering this more and more as time goes on.
So that makes it worrying. We'll come back. I'm sure we'll come back to this birthday party in this podcast, but it makes me worried to say, Josh, what did you do for your 21st?
My what? No.
Your 20. Yeah.
I had a surprise comic book themed birthday party.
No way!
What the hell? You weren't invited.
I wasn't.
So sucked in. I don't think I knew you that well then. I don't think we were really hanging out all that much.
I remember. I know. I'll wait for it to happen in your story.
The
Continue.
speech?
No. I've heard about that.
Oh, buddy. So it was a comic themed party, so everyone had to dress up as a comic book character. Some people just took that as like a cartoon character, which is fine because most cartoons have probably been a comic at some point. If not, they're probably like a weird fan fiction online comic strip, maybe.
Oh yeah.
No one was naked, though, which is good.
That's good. That's
as
always good.
Probably would happen in a fan fiction cartoon comic.
Or at a normal 21st.
It's very true. Yes. It was pretty tame for the most part. Pretty much the whole thing.
It sounds like you're leading to something that's like someone had a baby.
Well,
Ooh.
no, not that time. But it was real good. It was just in my backyard. Had an amazing cake. Very good cake. It was made by Zara's sister, Jade, who since then, I think that was one of her like first cakes or first major cakes that she's made by herself for an event.
Yeah, wow.
And it was all Marvel themed, which was awesome, or comic themed. So it was like the top was Iron Man's head, and then there was like a Spider-Man section and a Hulk section and a Batman section, I think. It was like 4 tiers. I think 2 tiers were foam.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Anyway, it was really cool. So she did that, and it was amazing. And she made your cake as well. And my goodness,
she did
what
indeed.
a cake! She's improved
really upset.
out of sight.
Yeah. Well, I got really upset that it was scattered across it were all the Infinity Stones, and Pete and I were going to eat them, and we forgot to eat them.
Oh no, were they edible?
I don't know. We never know.
Where'd they go? Did they just...
I think Zara just took him and left.
Oh, what?
I feel so sad.
Damn
Either
it,
that
that's
or
annoying.
or Thanos was out the back cutting the cake and he just took them.
Oh, buddy, one of the two of us are going to disappear at some point in this podcast.
Oh, yes, that's how percentages work.
Oh, yes. How was your cake, by the way? I didn't get a taste. I didn't eat it.
It was good. I mean, I'm not going to say it wasn't. It was
Yeah.
very, very good.
Very true. Her
it was
cakes
very
are unbelievable.
Yeah, they're not going to be good. They're not going to be bad.
Whoa.
They're not going to be good. You can't have that many Instagram followers and have a good cake. It
Yeah, that's
has
right.
to balance out.
That's right.
No, it was very, very good. It was very sweet. Josh, you would have really enjoyed it.
I probably would have, yes.
You would
her
have had
cakes
it for
are
your
so
dinner.
dense. They're immense cakes. Ivy
They are.
Stone Cake Design. Go find her on Instagram. She's already got, I don't know, 250,000 followers or something. So she doesn't really need your follow, but go follow her because holy crap, she's amazing.
And the likelihood is you already do follow her.
Probably. Like, what? Apparently, you guys were in New Zealand and they were like, oh yeah, like, you went to a restaurant and people recognized her in the restaurant. Whatever.
They were like,
What?
don't have that because it's not good enough.
Yeah, far out. That's nuts. Yeah, but yeah, my 21st was sort of much the same. Well, not quite the same because you had all your videos in production and stuff, whereas mine was just pretty chill. Everyone just hanging out. I had all parts of my family and friends and stuff throughout many years, which was really cool. And a lot of my friends have already kind of met through me and through other events. I generally have a birthday party and a New Year's thing, both basically in the same month. Well, definitely in the same month.
Yeah,
and everyone's
it's not. Both of those events don't change.
Yeah,
They're not. Like, your
Pretty much
birthday and New Year's are always the same day.
Damn it. Yes, but I think what I meant to say is I pretty much have the same people every time for both. So they see each other every year at least twice within about 3 weeks. And yeah, it's always great. They're like, all of my friends have always been just amazing human beings. And just getting them all together, they all just love each other and all get on really well. So that's real cool. I don't know where that tangent just went. I was love
like, are you gonna do your speech from this party?
I'm just gonna start breaking down, man. I miss you all. It's just,
That's true.
You're all part of my life. And yeah, we had a bunch of speeches.
If you ever say that again, I'm not gonna believe you.
And I did a 21st speech, and
He did.
oh my, was it a 21st speech to remember or probably forget? Because some of my cousins fell asleep. Mind you, they are toddlers, but it went for over an hour. The speeches in total, I think there was 6 speeches or 8 speeches or something, went for an hour and a half in total, and mine was over 2/3 of that. I pretty much spoke to everyone individually. Nearly every single person had a thing from me. I don't know why I wrote it like that. That seems insane to me right now, but it's just become this huge joke, and it's amazing, and I love it.
Yep.
When I've been the best man at a whole bunch of weddings, and one of them in particular, where there was a whole bunch of people that were at my 21st, also at the wedding. I said, all right, time for my speech, and I'd actually taped together about 20 or 30 pieces of paper and put a weight on the inside of them, and I just grabbed it and sort of forced it down, and it just unraveled and rolled across the room.
Good.
And it was just the best. Everyone loved it.
You know what my dream has always been, like, to accept an Oscar speech and, like, pull out a roll of toilet paper and just make it all unfurl and be like, sorry, the speech is a bit long.
Very good. That'd be great. You can make a joke about it being 2-play or something, but I don't know where that would go. Just maybe. Sorry, I just.
You're alright.
I just hit myself in the nuts.
Oh, that makes so much more sense.
Oh man, that really hurt. Let's continue.
Oh god, are they tender since you were 21? Have they changed?
Apparently.
Oh my god.
Really
It started painful and now it sounds sensual.
I'm just
Goodness
trying to
me.
breathe. Nah, I'm done. I don't know what else to talk about anymore. I don't know what that sentence was.
What did you wear, mate?
Ah!
Did you do it again?
I wore I wore a
God.
Tony Stark, no, a Iron Man outfit. It was my
Yeah, you
Iron
did.
Man costume, which was great. That was my first ever like Iron Man cosplay, which is cool. Halfway through the night, I was going to change into what later became my Tony Stark cosplay, because I had bought online the arc reactor, a model arc reactor that lights up and stuff, and I was going to put that in a shirt and then wear a suit. So halfway through the night, I would get out of my my Iron Man outfit and go into a Tony Stark suit with the arc reactor. But alas, it came 2 days later. So my party was on a Saturday and it arrived on the Monday, and that was so frustrating because I pretty much just bought that thing for my 21st,
party.
but now it's become my one and only cosplay.
So that was the one thing that I was going to say that I remember, was you complaining about the thing not arriving on time. And
Yes.
also going, look at this thing I got for my birthday. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was very confused.
Yeah. Because I think, so if anyone doesn't realize, or if doesn't know the backstory, Will and my backstory, I was Will's guitar teacher and maths tutor, and I think our lessons might have been on Mondays, so I feel like it probably arrived on the day that we had a lesson,
Yes.
something like that, or like maybe the day after, like we had a lesson the day after or something like that. But yes, so you were just over for that, and I'm like, look at this nerd thing. It's great.
And I probably hadn't hit my Marvel... my Marvel bubble hadn't been burst yet, probably.
Potentially
And I was
not,
like,
because that's
nice.
that's sort of part of our like coming of friendship was was going to King's Comics way more frequently and going to all these Supernovas and Doctor Who things together, where we introduced each other to these new worlds.
This world.
Great.
But staying on our coming of friendship, the end of my party saw us go back to our hotel room, which only had 2 beds, and there were 4 people. So do the maths. Obviously, one person sleeps on the ground.
I forgot that.
Yeah.
And it was the guy that was not going to sleep on the ground, but was going to take
He was
the
the
bed.
one that was like, I'm not sleeping in you. Sleeping in you? Hang on, he's here now. Legitimately, he's here now, so I might go get him and we can discuss this.
He's what? Oh, sick.
Because the two men that slept in the same room as us are coming to my place tonight. So I'm going to go get one of them,
Yes.
and they can discuss this with us. And he was
Hectic.
there through the party, so we can talk about this. Josh, entertain the people.
Oh no, this is a bad idea. All right. So just before when I said that I hit myself in the nuts, I sort of did that. They were itchy. I scratched them, but I sort of scratched a little bit too hard, and they dislodged from one spot and sort of moved over to another. And my goodness, did it hurt! And I can hear Will and Josh.
He's doing something right now. I
Hey.
don't know what he's doing.
Hey,
Here
they
he is.
are.
Hello.
Nothing
So,
happened.
this with me now is Joshua Finch. Hello.
Yeah, other Josh. Hey, man.
The second Josh.
Yeah.
And Josh was with us in this very room, and Josh was the one that laid on the ground.
Well, yeah. Well, cause I had Vaughn was Vaughn's a great person, but he does kind of sound like a semi-trailer changing gears.
How good was his morning snore?
Shall we? I mean, I'll do it because if we try to do it at the same time, it won't work. But he goes,
Yeah.
and the thing was, the thing that made it made my decision to sleep on the floor like a good idea was his decision to sleep half naked in a bathrobe.
yes.
or fully naked. I couldn't tell.
It was just undies and socks, according to him.
Oh, that's a good decision on my behalf. Then. Undies.
Well,
and
what we were talking about was he was originally planning on sleeping on the floor, and you were going to take the bed.
Yeah, and then you swapped.
And then I think he just suddenly went, "Nah, I'm going to sleep in the bed." So then you swapped.
I had the bed, and he had the floor. And then what happened was I slept on the floor, and he slept on the bed.
It's such a weird thing. It's such a weird swap, but that's fine.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? My brain's gone. Hang on. No, the fact is that right, Vaughn now has the entire bed to sleep in.
Yes.
But
yes,
he chooses the one side where my face is.
Yeah,
So he directly faces me and just erupts.
And like the thing is, the beds weren't like a meter or two apart. They were not even 30 centimeters apart.
They were almost one bed.
Like
it was almost basically one bed.
It was a one. Okay, it was a very large one bedroom, like room, which
they crammed in
two beds to make
Yeah, they totally just put an extra bed in there for us, didn't they?
Yeah,
and it was not good.
Yep.
I had a face full of Vaughn all night, so I just didn't sleep. I did lots of poops and lots of Reddit.
Wait, did you get up?
Yeah.
Whoa! I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I wonder if he'll. No, it's fine. Vaughn also had a spasm in his foot all night, kicking our bed, which I don't know if you remember that because you were asleep.
No.
But he was definitely kicking the bed all night, which was also very helpful.
Far
I
out.
People wetting the bed.
So that's why you didn't sleep. It wasn't my fault.
It was not your fault at all. No. It's all Vaughn.
Oh, good.
You just
good.
You were barely in the bed, Josh.
Oh man, I'm barely anywhere.
That's very true. When you stand still, it's like, where'd Josh go?
Mm-hmm. I'm Drax.
But how did you enjoy the night, Josh Finch?
Yeah, it was a good night. Like, yeah, I really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I saw Ivan for the first time.
We did, yeah. One of the Avengers that joined us, so I said earlier that it was like my Infinity War, like my different facets of life all coming together.
Oh, yeah.
So he's from like Phase 1, Ivan, part of the Inabara.
He's like the Hulk of Phase 1.
Yeah, okay. I could go with that.
Very, very early on.
Yeah, he was.
I reckon.
Yeah, no, that's a good way to put it. He's the Incredible Hulk of the Phase 1 of this universe.
I'm like the Thor.
You were going to choose Thor, even if you weren't that.
Even though,
if you were though,
because he is in Phase 1, right? Yeah.
That definitely would be where you would fit. But yeah, we saw like a mate that we haven't seen in like 3 years. It was great.
Yeah.
Josh's highlight of the night was seeing someone else.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No.
One thing.
Yeah. No, this is what we do. We do sarcasm. That's what that is.
Look, I don't get sarcasm at the best of times, so... Yeah.
I love you. You're the best.
We all love you, Josh.
And then there was that... You know how I told you about that story I was going to talk about on stage? I was dancing on the dance floor, where you obviously dance, because it's called the dance floor, for a reason. Yeah, I was dancing and then I accidentally bumped into, legitimately bumped into Steph. And I was like, oh, sorry. And she was like, sorry, like genuine Aussies would do. They would apologise for something they didn't do. And then I was like, hey, you're Steph, blah, 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 small talk. And then I was like, hey, I got a story about Will.
And now he's going to tell that story.
Oh, yeah, because you guys don't know. So the story goes like this. Back in March 2016, back in the day.
Did you tell it like this?
No.
On the dance floor?
Oh, no, it was actually... I don't know. I can't remember.
Can I just quickly interject here before this story goes ahead?
Yes.
So I was out the back during this dancing, both because I don't dance and also Spotify kept going offline.
It did.
So
it was probably
every
the
time a
worst
song
thing
was about to end... Yeah, every time a song had to end, I had to turn off the internet and turn it back on, and it would reconnect for about 10 seconds, which was enough time to stream the entire next song, and so it was able to play the entire song, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so I did that for all of the dancing, but I could hear Josh Finch telling this story.
Legit?
Yeah, from back there, with the dancing, I could hear you. I could hear you saying, like... Back in 2016, like some Lego exhibition, blah blah blah. I could hear this story being told. It was so good.
Wow.
And that's with like thick theatre curtains as well.
Yeah, and like speakers pumping and everyone was down. Wow.
There you go. That's Josh's voice.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can
I
see it in the
just wanted
waveform.
to.
Yeah, I know.
I just wanted to interject and say that because I just thought that was hilarious.
It's very funny.
like, because I knew you wanted to tell that story, but you didn't, and the fact that I could hear you telling it during the dancing was one of my highlights of the night. It just made me giggle to myself while I was back there.
I knew I was loud, but I didn't know I was that loud. High five to me.
There you go. This is the sync
You had
point
a
for
lot
this
of
whole
alcohol.
podcast.
Anyway, please
here's
continue.
the story.
Tell your story.
Okay, here's my story. Okay, so back in the day in March 2016, the Powerhouse Museum was hosting this Lego exhibition thingamajiggy.
For DC
and, like,
Comics?
it had all these DC characters and stuff like that. And yeah, well, Will and I were there, blah blah blah, like going around looking at all the things. It was actually pretty hectic. But yeah, there was this one point where Steph or Hex, if you don't know who she is, I don't know how to explain. I do know how. She's like this talk host person for gaming, and Will like knew her, but like hadn't at this point like talked to her ever. And so yeah, and so Steph was at the event because she was hosting like the after presentation thingamajiggy where like these people were debating who was better.
It was a terrible exhibition.
Yeah. Well, the Lego stuff was good, but this stuff was like
It was terrible.
Steph was good, but like yeah. Anyway, yeah, and then afterwards they like everyone was mingling and stuff like that. And for a good solid 20 minutes, I had to hype Will up, like with the confidence to go up and talk to Steph. And I was just like, go up and do it. And like I was like shy to bluff, going, just do it. And then so yeah, 20 minutes later, Will goes up, and it's like the funniest thing. Yeah, because Will. Yeah.
There it is. There's the story, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't want to talk to Steph because I was very
Oh,
What
no,
a
nervous.
story.
You did want to talk to Steph.
Yes, but I was
You-
nervous.
Yeah.
Nervous.
Yeah.
There you go.
Noivus.
That was the story Josh heard through the
Nice.
curtains. But yeah, it was a great night.
That's it.
Especially that Josh got to tell his story. That he legitimately really wanted Steph to hear this story
Yeah.
for a very long time.
And everyone else apparently is.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
But what was your highlight of the night apart from that?
Oh. I think it was like when you said you were going to do like a talk show and you were going to be the host, I was like, how are you going to mingle and host?
Yeah,
But you did it really well.
it worked.
Yeah.
That's good.
Because like you weren't up there the whole time. Like you came down for stuff and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then you went up every now and then just to do like a little segment.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And it was a good balance, and I liked it, and you did well.
Thank you, Josh.
Way better than I was expecting high things, but like this exceeded.
It exceeded it. Oh wow! Thank
Yeah.
you, Josh.
Yeah.
It's very nice of you. You have just said more about the night than I think I have said in this whole podcast.
Well, that's actually quite surprising because this has been going for
It's
40 minutes.
40 minutes, and I don't think I mentioned how I did the night, and you summed it up really well.
Ah, sorry.
No, that was good.
Good.
Spoilies.
No, but Josh, do you have a highlight? Other Josh? This is confusing now.
Well, I just want to say to Josh, like, I think most of this podcast we've been trying to talk about Will's party, but we've just been jumping around so much and on so many different tangents that we haven't been able to narrow it down. But yes, good job.
Oh, sweet.
Hell yeah. Highlight. I don't know. I enjoyed being up there and being interviewed and like chatting to you and stuff like that. I really liked your videos.
Oh yeah. That
Just
was-
all of your videos were just so well done, even though you just basically said you made them all in like 5 days.
Yeah, not even that.
I'm now addicted to Arrested Development because of one of Will's videos.
Good.
So good. I feel like that was Will's aim, to just get everyone addicted to that show.
It worked for me.
Very good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what was the highlight. It was just a like all round really, really good night. I think you ran it really well. You organized it really well, despite not having much
Despite not.
organization in there as well. I don't know. I don't know how you did it, but yeah, you did it damn well. And it was a 21st that a lot of people said they have never experienced something like that, like a 21st like that. And I'm sure no one's ever gonna forget it.
That's
Not
good.
anytime soon, anyway. It
Like
was mental.
if this was your 21st, I'm very looking forward to your 50th. Like that's got to be like.
Oh, hell yeah.
massive.
Where do
Like,
I host that?
That's got to be like. Well, by then, like it'll probably be like.
Marvel Stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Just hire out Etihad Marvel Stadium. Hell yeah.
Have like, oh, what do I do with that? I guess my highlight was probably the end of it because I just didn't let the thing end because I just kept playing the final video like 3 times. And
Yes,
shutting
that
the
was great.
curtains.
That was great.
That was
Very
like
good.
to summarize what the tone of the whole thing. That was it. So basically, if you've ever watched Craig Ferguson, he ends the show with "What did we learn on the show?" and he says what they learned on the show. And I had a video prepared for that. Good old Josh in Melbourne, not Josh in here.
Josh
kept pressing the button to play the video, and I'd play it, and then I think the first time I just stumbled and went, I'm going to do this again, and I did. And then the second time, Steph had only just walked in, and I was like, oh, better do it again. So it was 3 rounds of the same video, and it was just, it got more chaotic every time I came out, and yeah, it was very
and people were like heckling you, and you were like, don't make me do it again, and then they kept heckling, and so you were like, all right, and then you'd start again.
Yeah.
It was
So good.
There was a lot of banter towards the end.
There was a lot of banter. I attacked my Newtown crowd because I also there was moments of silence. I asked for awkward pauses, and the Newtown crowd just kept talking. So I directly attacked them because I went to Newtown High School. That's what that is. There's Newtown High School people.
Yes.
And I was saying, Newtown people, shut up.
I was
That's
on
right.
the table.
You were, but you weren't talking. You were doing really well. You
That's
brought
true.
you brought your drink to the table.
What do you mean I brought my drink to the table?
Both you and Vaughn brought your alcoholic beverage up to be interviewed.
Yeah.
It was just very. It was like, wow, they're really taking this to heart. It's like,
And then Zara and I took our dessert.
yeah, because I needed it.
shared dessert with you.
If we've got to relax, we've got to be up on stage relaxing.
Yeah, and the only way to relax
yeah.
is with a good drink. Is what you had.
Good solid beverage.
Good solid beverage, and I think the whole night was a good solid beverage. I could have just left it at good and solid, but the whole night was a beverage.
Hell yeah. That was good. Yeah. Really, really good. So Will,
Yes.
now that you're 21,
Yeah.
what are your plans? What are you going to
Just
do with your 21-ness?
get busy living or get busy dying.
All right.
Yep.
Hopefully the former.
Yeah, maybe.
Which one was the former?
Yeah.
Get
busy living. Yeah, that's the former.
Yeah. I know English.
But because if you didn't assume that, that means that Josh said, "I hope you die."
No, I'm just used to people saying that, but like saying, I hope the latter.
Yeah. True. It's
like
usually
the
latter,
former, and
but
then I was
it
like,
is the
"Oh."
former. What's the former? Yeah, it's that.
Yeah, anyway, sorry.
No, it's fine. Yeah,
Good
I don't
point.
know.
Good
Get
point.
living, doing a lot more things. I'm working on a show right now on the ABC, and once that's done, I'm diving headfirst into the world of ETTO. So that, I think.
Yeah, and you said you may have some other work
Yes.
coming up.
Yeah, quite possibly.
with
Some really
with
exciting stuff.
a dude that used to be like a producer on Good Game and stuff, which
Yeah.
is awesome. And then maybe next year.
maybe
before
some
you're
next year stuff.
22.
But, you know, if ETTO
We'll
takes
move
off,
down
screw
here.
everything that we might do next year and we'll just focus and head first into ETTO.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Josh,
Sick.
the Josh here, is also 21.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Just
is.
briefly, how has your life changed after turning 21? If it has at all.
Yeah. So it's just 21.
It's just 21.
Look, the party's awesome. The party's for 21 is good.
Yeah.
And then you realize you're an adult.
Mhm.
You've been an adult for like 3 years or something, and you're just like, ooh,
Yeah.
I should adult, but I'm having too much fun.
And also, the fact that once you go to these
Oh.
21st, there's never a big party like that for a very long time. Like, that's the last... This has all been building to 21st, and then it's like, alright,
We're going to wait another 19... Hang on, no. 29.
29 years.
To the 50th. Wow.
The tens are still pretty significant.
Yeah, 30, 40.
40.
I think 25 should be celebrated. Because that's a quarter.
Yeah, that's a quarter century. I feel like that should be over 21.
Yeah,
like, that should be
at least in Australia.
Bigger than 21.
Because 21 means nothing in Australia.
Yeah. Do they have, like, is 18 important at all in America?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Sweet 16,
cool. So,
but not 18.
Yeah, Americans...
It's 16.
Are the 16?
Yeah.
Sweet
16 and 21, I guess.
Because we sort of have 16 as well.
We're
we've
Australian.
adopted
we will
all of
take
them.
any excuse to have a day off and have a beer.
Yeah, because we have sweet 16s, and 16-year-olds probably get drunk.
Yes.
Then at 18 you can drink and stuff like that, and you can't in America and some other countries. So that's important for us. So that's a big one there. But because other people say that 21's important, it's important here as well. But then 20 is also important. So you get 18, 20, and 21 all in a row. Just barring 19, who, like, no one cares.
Nothing happens when you're 19.
No. It's like year 8. Nothing happens in year 8.
It's true.
Year
It's
8
the middle
is
one.
the worst year.
It's like the year that
good.
exists, but yeah.
I'm glad we went there. But we're old now. We've hit those 21s. Everyone in this podcast right now, we're all old now. So I guess that's a thing.
Yeah. There it is.
But, ETTO's going to keep on rolling, and I think we've got to roll into something that we're going to do from now on.
Yes! I'm so excited, guys. I'm so excited. One second. All right. So...
You're just fixing your balls?
Okay, I'm ready. Yeah, I hit him again.
Okay.
No, Josh wasn't here for that.
No, he wasn't.
Other Josh.
I'm very confused.
That's fine. Just listen to this podcast later. You'll hear about how I accidentally hit myself in the balls.
Yeah.
During this podcast.
During this one.
Just in the middle of it somewhere. Okay. So, guys, Will and I really enjoy comic books. And it was part of, like, sort of our... What brought us together as friends. We'd go to comic book stores and stuff like that all the damn time. And it was so great. So, we're going to start a book club... for comic books.
Correct.
And I prepared a theme.
Oh.
That is not going to be the theme.
Oh.
What?
It's so dumb. I don't know. I feel I'm embarrassed doing this now. Book club, comic book club. That's it.
Oh,
done.
Right. Okay.
Nailed it. There you go. No, that was it.
Yeah, I thought when you said theme, I was like, oh, there's a theme to, like, the comic books.
Yeah.
But this is that was hectic.
That was good.
Thank you. Ukulele. C7. That's probably not C. I don't know what this ukulele
Choose
is
the word
currently
and
tuned
stick
to.
with it, Josh.
Look. Anyway, basically, the idea for our comic book club is at the beginning of every month, Will and I are going to choose a comic or a graphic novel or a story arc or something that we've been wanting to read for a while but just haven't. And we're going to read through that for during that month, and then at the next month, beginning of the next month, we'll review it and chat about it, and then choose the next one. So that's our idea. We would love any listeners and fans of ETTO to get on board with this as well. Read with us. Give us your opinions when you finish reading it, and then maybe we can discuss those opinions and your thoughts and stuff in the episode, which would be so sick. To just sort of get our community together again, doing something together.
Yeah, and look, if you don't read it,
so cool.
You're going to be hit with spoilers if you want to enjoy every second of our content. So, Hex Nick Boy fan, you're gonna need to listen to it if you want to watch.
Hell yeah, that's right. So I'm really excited about this, and our first, I just clapped. Just in case anyone didn't know what a clap sounded like, that was it.
I'll put that sound when you break your balls. Yes?
Yes, thank you. Our first comic is going to be Watchmen, the original Watchmen from whenever, I don't know, the 80s at some point. Yes, so Yeah, it's very. I think it's pretty adult
It
and
is.
pretty abstract in parts. So I am looking forward to being very confused about what's happening.
And we're gonna need a month to read it all, I think. So
Yeah, it's pretty damn big, and I've sort of chosen this because there was also a Before Watchmen series. So it's like a prequel series that Alan Moore, who was the writer or artist or whatever of the original Watchmen series, didn't want to be a part of because he was like, no, just leave it alone.
yeah,
But Marvel have been like, hell no, we're doing all the things with it. So, yeah, so they've done a Before Watchmen series, which I am looking forward to reading, but I'll try and read outside of this whole book club so that we can get more variety in it and we're not just doing Watchmen for like 3 months. And then they're also doing a DC Watchmen crossover, like a DC superhero and Watchmen crossover, which is happening right now, and I've been wanting to get on that. So this is my excuse to get up to date with what happened in Watchmen and then find out how they're all crossing over, which is cool. Plus, I think next year there's going to
God.
be a Watchmen TV show.
they will indeed.
So get on board with this because there's just going to be all this like stuff happening in the world of DC and Watchmen and stuff. So
Yeah.
this is like, let's get on this now, and then we're all up to date for when the TV show comes.
Like, imagine if we made this podcast in 2013 and we're like, okay, so we're going to read through all of Guardians of the Galaxy because next year there's going to be this little film that's going to be on and it might get big. Imagine if you cared about the Guardians before it was cool.
How good would that be? So yeah, let's do that. It's going to be monthly, like I said. So keep up to date. We'll probably post about it on our Facebook page as well, so that anyone that isn't regularly listening to a 1 hour podcast every week still knows that this thing is happening, and
Yes.
they can have their input and chat about it as well. So that'll be awesome. And this is going to be a monthly segment in the middle of a podcast.
Yeah.
Just somewhere in the middle.
Somewhere
It'll
in
be great.
But for now, this is the end of that thing. Where can people find us?
You can find us on Facebook and Instagram, and Will and I are on Twitter. We also have a Patreon.
And
there it
just
is.
for $2, you can jump on into our super secret Discord. It's currently 16 people in there, so you can come join those 16 people, talk all the things, maybe merchandise. I don't know. There might even be a store that might be linked to this podcast, and within the first 2 weeks, you could get 15% off some really cool stuff.
That would be sick.
How
That would
about
be so
that?
cool. And if you're listening to this on SoundCloud, we have a YouTube channel. And if you're listening to this on YouTube, you can probably just keep listening to it on YouTube. But we do have a SoundCloud where this same content is.
Correct, because
There you
there's so
go.
many random people that listen on SoundCloud. Like, do you know that we have YouTube? Because we do. And you can go over there.
Yeah, we have all these videos and stuff every week, like 3 to 5 videos a week.
It's insane. But we should probably end. Josh, what's your handle on the Instagram?
So me.
Yeah, you.
On Instagram. Oh, that one.
Oh,
yeah.
which one?
Yeah, what's yours?
You,
have you?
Yeah, let me just have a look.
He's just gonna have a look. Hang on, one
because
second.
I am not that good at remembering things. So my handle.
And when
so
you
that-
say it, you've got to go out. So say that.
Oh, so like what you guys do,
Like we
like
do.
you-
That's what we're
oh,
gonna do right now.
So
Ready?
my thingamajiggy for Instagram is Josh Finch 54321 out.
That's it. And the Doctor of Who is also out.
Sorry. Sheep also out. Love you guys.
Break your balls.
I don't know. I was just laughing at stuff.
Yeah, I've got to learn to read.
There's our outro. Done.
That's it. That's the end.